Hey guys, it's Galaxy Gorilla coming at you with some World of Warcraft today. So, the reason why I'm making this video is because I do plan on making more WoW content, specifically for the War Within starting from next week. I did pre-order the big bundle, so I will be able to play a few days early. I'm pretty excited for that. But, with this being like the last day or so of MoP Remix, I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit and just get like a general idea of what you guys thought of it. How did you feel about it? Talk about what I liked and what I didn't like, and just kind of go from there. I do have a couple more tunes to grind out, so hopefully I can get that done before this event ends. But let's jump into it. If you guys are enjoying the content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So when it comes to playing this, I think it's a lot of fun and I really don't have much to complain about, so I guess I'll just start off with that first because of how small it is. Realistically, when it comes to, MoP Remix, I was really hoping the raid experience would be, kind of like what it was back in the day, like all the challenge and all the fun. It really wasn't that, and that's mostly because of the Time Runner's advantage, the Time Runner's cloak, whatever you want to talk about it, call it, mostly because that just turned you into a turbo god. So if you did get big enough, you could just simply annihilate raids, and most people were pretty huge by the time I kind of like jumped into the raiding scene. So it didn't really feel like most of the boss fights were super interesting. You didn't really need to do most of their mechanics, and they just kind of got flatlined. And I was kind of hoping that wouldn't be the case, but it's not like all terrible. I didn't really mind it that much. And I mean, in total, that's kind of like the only thing I didn't really care about. As for all of the stuff I did like, that's like, way more to touch upon. Just the whole general experience of being able to go into Miss Pandaria and, do the storyline at a decent level and not just, completely flatline everything. Getting to experience the story a little more firsthand, touching upon all the different dungeons. I thought that was so much fun. And I really like Pandaria. This is kind of like really changed how I feel about it as a whole, going through being able to see all the characters and what it had to offer, and I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. What are, some of the favorite quest lines you guys enjoyed? What's your favorite dungeon? What's your favorite raid? I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments. I think when it comes to like my favorite raid, it would probably be Throne of Thunder. Lei Shen is awesome, especially as like a patch boss. I think he was really cool. I kind of wish we got to see a little more of him. When it comes to dungeons, it's a little hard to say which one I like the most. They're all pretty cool. I guess if I had to pick one, I really liked the Gate of the Setting Sun. I thought that one was pretty enjoyable. I also liked Temple of the Jade Serpent and Storm Stout Brewery. Peppers. That one was pretty goofy. But this experience as a whole has been, awesome, and I really hope after, War Within and we're waiting for the next one, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Midnight. We're waiting for that. I do hope we get another remix, whether it be like Cataclysm or, Warlords of Draenor, whatever it may be. I do hope we get another remix because it's just a lot of fun. Um, Honestly, what else do I really want to talk about besides all that? This is going to be a pretty short video if that's all I got to think about. What else did I really like? I think being able to go through and like unlocking all of like, the different like here. Because if we head on over here to what is it? These little infinite dragonflight bubbles. I think being able to go through and like grabbing like all of like the transmogs and mounts is really cool. Like these are super expensive. There I need a couple more of them, but I did get some of the really cool ones. And not really having to worry about grinding and getting everything from these two is also really nice. I have more or less all the appearances for every single class. I think the bronze system as a whole is really cool. Like, it was a little frustrating when, the bronze, like, the whole this wasn't here, and we earned essentially next to nothing for it. But, thankfully, Blizzard was nice enough to beef that up for us, to give us just a bunch of, upgrade material, make that go through and easy. And, here it is, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. The gemstone system. I think this is actually a pretty solid idea, plus all of these Tinker Gems and stuff. I think they make you scale kind of out of control pretty fast, especially like, Slay was really good. Having Blink from Mage was really nice. I feel like a lot of these were just really sauce and really fun to play with. I think it really enhanced the experience quite a bit. but, you know, it also did contribute to totally being able to ass blast your way through everything and, you know, stomp on stuff. I kind of wish, getting into this dungeon wasn't taking so long. I know it is basically the last day, but you'd think that would mean, like, more people would be jumping into it. But I think, like, as a whole, Mists of Pandaria was super healthy for the game, and all of these, like, I think Blizzard's, like, really stepping in the right direction with World of Warcraft. You know, starting off with, you know, Dragonflight. Dragonflight was a lot of fun. It wasn't perfect, but it was definitely, I think, a really good step in the right direction. And I think Mist of Pandaria Remix was just another following, you know, step in the right direction there. And I'm really hoping with how much they've showed us from War Within, you know, being able to switch the flight styles, the Warbound system, being able to not really worry about, like, grinding, I really appreciate that quite a bit. So, when it comes to War Within, what are you guys most looking forward to when it comes to, like, mechanics and stuff? I really like the delve system, and I really like a lot of the dungeons. I think the Kobold one is most likely going to be my favorite. So, okay, another thing I wanted to talk about is when it comes to the, like, the Nerubian cinematics, I heard a lot of people complaining about that, being like, oh, it's just Arthas again, it's just Arthas again. I don't really agree with that, in the sense of, like, why is it Arthas again? I don't really think she's following those same sort of, like, story beats that Arthas did. Because, I mean, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, you know, Xalatath is, you know, influencing her to, you know, make the Nerubar Empire great again. And it's not really, like, her, like, going for, like, a weapon or anything, though. Alright, come on. Come on, dragon. Come on, dragon, let me slay you. I think it was really cool, especially that scene where her mom essentially just... Alright, we are back. Sorry about that little technical hiccup right there. I'm not really too sure what happened. It's a little annoying, because that's just a pretty decent amount of XP I miss out on. But, actually, never mind. I think I might be okay. Let me just let my teammates know a little sorry right there. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that experience before. Oh, okay. One more thing I forgot to talk about when it comes to something I don't really like. For some reason, like, the quest lines were, like, bugging. So for, like, you know, for example, like, I can't get the landfall achievement because for some reason... Cause what I've been told and what I understand, doing the missions will let you... Like, just doing, like, the base story missions will give you enough reputation to more or less move up to going through the storyline. I think I had an issue where I did see there are bugs and stuff where, you know, it just didn't give you the reputation. So I'm not able to finish the landfall achievement because I didn't have enough time to grind the reputation. So, unfortunately, I think I'm going to just have to miss out on some of the stuff from there, which kind of sucks. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to figure it out. I'll have to try a little bit later. But, I mean, like, okay, so besides, like, everything being, like, super weak and just destroyed, it's a little annoying that those quests bugged out. I think in total, those are, like, the only things I'm really griping about. Everything else is just fine. Because, I mean, like, look at this guy right here. He's, like, he's running through, he's totally destroying everything, and it's just, it's not like, I'm not going to say, like, it's boring, but it is a little boring to have him just kind of completely roll everything over. It's an interesting system. It just gets a little, you know, tedious eventually as you go through. But, I mean, like, as a whole, I think MoP Remix is, like, a solid 8, 9 out of 10, and let's just hope Blizzard keeps the train rolling. I really do hope this game, you know, succeeds. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it deserves it. Wow, it's been going on for how long now? From what I understand, what is it? Classic is not doing super great, which is a little unfortunate. I thought about touching upon Classic, but I just kind of decided I'm more of a retail gamer, personally. So, with that out of the way, kind of, you know, doubling back to what I was talking about before, what do you guys, like, most interested in about War Within? The story, the delves, anything like that. I'm pretty, you know, honestly, all of it for me looks really cool. I like, you know, WoW as a whole for its story. I think it's super interesting, and just being able to see that is, you know, really fun to see it progress. Shadowlands took a huge dump on the, the story as a whole, so that kind of was frustrating. And just in general, I kind of hope we're able to move past that. Because, like, I don't know, like, when it comes to, like, Shadowlands story, it had so much potential to be something really cool, but for some reason, okay, so the whole expansion is based on the afterlife, right? What if we just don't use any characters from the afterlife? No Kieran for Bane, no, like, no Grommash with Garrosh, just nothing, and it felt bad because it's like, what was the point? It's like, oh, here's Lady Vosh, and here's Alexandros, and I'm like, that's cool, but at the same time, like, where's everybody else? I don't know. Maybe it was due to time constraints. Maybe they just didn't really feel like dealing with it. Who knows where that went? I never really looked into that too much. So maybe I am the fool for not knowing. Probably once we kill off this last dungeon here. I mean, that's realistically, like, we've kind of, like, gone across everything I really wanted to talk about. I do love World of Warcraft as a whole, and I really hope, with Blizzard, making all these right steps in the directions, I do hope, War Within and the rest of the World Soul trilogy gets to be a lot of fun. I think it will be. It's just, only time will tell. Because realistically, like, I think, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a WoD enjoyer. I thought WoD was, like, really cool. The premise was a lot of fun. I thought all the characters were pretty interesting. And then it just kind of sputtered out. So, we'll see. Dude, why did you run through the enemy over there? It's a little silly, don't you think, buddy? Get my combo points going. I think realistically, with how nice the whole new system is, we'll be able to just running like more than like 3. Because I know normally people only have like 2 or 3 alts, but I feel like I'll be pretty happy to have more now that the the warband system is out. Oh wow, that gave me a lot of rep for the Shadowpan. Quick, turn in the quest. Turn in the quest. Get out of here, run, run! Alright, well, I think that's going to be enough for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down all your thoughts, your opinions in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Galaxy Gorilla out.